Oh, alright. Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I was just catching up with Discord a little bit. Hey, Void Diction, Wizard, and Galachad. Alright, so Galachad, you had asked the question in Discord. Yeah, all good, all good. I just was like, just a lot of things, but I got it all sorted. Okay. Hey, Cosmic Azura, good to see you. Alright, so Galachad, you had asked, am I crazy for thinking that being able to simplify gameplay by one-tricking ninja style in Nioh 3 is different to simplifying gameplay by making a mage build to one-shot enemies in Nioh 2? I don't understand why people think these things are comparable. One is a core mechanic that the game throws in your face from the beginning, and the other is you going out of your way to make a researcher build and playing around it. Wait, hold up. So wait, we've got ninja style, one-tricking ninja style. I mean, that's... Yeah, it's a great question, Galachad. Whoever asked that is a phenomenal question. They must be really smart. I mean, they are different. I don't think you're crazy at all. I'm like, yeah, what you gotta do with ninja style is very different from mage build to like they are different. Ninja style is a core mechanic. Onmyo mage stuff is supportive in Nioh 2. I mean, it still is in Nioh 3. I don't think you're crazy at all. I'm like, yeah, they're different. What do you mean by like one tricking ninja style? Can you give an example? Like one tricking versus one shotting. Like one tricking, what would that be? Like playing the entire game with ninja style? So that's for you, Void? Okay, the context is that I was replying to someone saying making the game easy by staying in ninja style is the same as making the game easy by making an H build in Nioh 2. How the... That's not the... What? That's not the same? It's not the same? What is the logic behind that? I don't understand. I don't get it. Making the game easy by staying in ninja style is the same as making the game easy by making a mage build in Nioh 2. They're not the fucking same. What? What? What is that? What is the logic behind it? I don't see it at all. You want to be able to play like me? Oh, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Takes a lot of time and practice. Hence the title 500 hours, you know? Galachad, I don't know what the logic is. Mostly right now just focusing too much and deflecting with Odachi. Go ahead, focus on that. That's part of it. I learned how to get comfortable with deflect, and that helps a lot. If you want to play like me, ditch the Odachi first. No, don't listen to Wizard. Listen to the primary source. So I got more comfortable with Samurai style when I got more comfortable with deflect. Once I started getting very comfortable with deflect, I got a little bit bored because I just found myself deflecting everything and playing very defensively. And I noticed that my damage output for ninja style was greater overall, like DPS was higher. And so with Galachad's help, actually, Galachad was like, yeah, it's kind of boring, bro. And I'm like, he's right. Deflect only stuff sucks. Just deflect everything. Don't really have to keep pulse. I'm like, this feels so bad. I'm like, okay, I want to have Samurai style compete. with ninja style in a way that feels really good, so it can go back to feeling like pros and cons again. And then I looked into deflect a bit more, and I realized, wait, I'm not really tapping into deflect all that much. So I will highlight, let me get rid of the chat box real quick. You can see the very last sentence in deflect just underneath my camera. You can also move while deflecting with the left stick. And then I was thinking, like, wait a minute, what's the fucking point of this? I have no idea, like, what the value of this is. Then I had a theory, kind of had like a hypothesis, I tested it out, and then I started to work with what I now call, courtesy of Galachad coining the term, the deflect step. And then that made deflecting, like, it turned deflecting to, rather than a pure defensive thing, to a much more strategic thing. And I realized, wait a minute, I can get a lot more offense out of this. And I'm like, oh shit, this changes things a lot. And then now, working through that, samurai style feels really good. Really good. And there's some moments I'm like, bruh, like, I know some people will say, oh, ninja style is like the easy mode. I'm like, bruh, you know a few things with samurai style, you just like trivialize so much shit. So much. It's like ridiculous. Deflect step is, it's a term that Galachad coined that I use now. But it's where you move while deflecting. That's it. And what that allows the player to do is to basically combine the actions of deflect and a dodge together. You don't really move that much with the deflect step unless you use expansive deflect. But the value of that is you can avoid many attacks you might otherwise not think you could. And it's really valuable in those attacks where it's like an enemy's locked into doing lots of attacks really quickly. I've used it, so I have a bunch of, if you like take a look at some of my YouTube shorts, I think the one even for today, where I'm using with cestices, you can see many moments where I'm able to use deflect step to position myself in such a way to just avoid attacks entirely while I'm attacking, and it's very fast paced. So it's like super, it made such a huge difference, and I was shocked at just how much of a difference it was. It's like, oh, and I cite this example a lot. So you know Takeda Shingen, the yokai boss? There's like this 6-hitter combo sometimes he does where he goes 1-2, 1-2, and then like he'll mix it up with either a big swipe a big like slam at the end, or he'll go for a grab, or he'll do like 2 punches after. With the deflect step, I can avoid many of those hits while attacking him. So it just like looks so cool. Oh, so punch, I deflect step the first punch to avoid the second punch, and then I got free time to attack, so I do attack. And then I deflect step the third hit to avoid the fourth hit, and then I can attack in between. And then it's like, oh, in between the 5th or 6th hits, I can still get some stuff off. So it becomes pretty awesome in that respect. Hold on. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm getting distracted again. So I see a lot of value with deflect step, but all that to say, Nguyen, when it comes to focusing too much on deflect, that's like, it's okay to do that. It's okay to work on getting comfortable with deflect, because being able to deflect step well requires me to know when to be able to deflect. Otherwise, I can't do the deflect step. The more you learn about the you've got earlier things to learn about before you can learn about later things. It's okay. You'll get there. Just keep practicing, and eventually I'll make guides to help people. Hey, Megatron. Okay. Gal chat, hate games, still have good input. Yeah. I'll listen to your input. If you're like, yo, deflect is boring, I'm like, he's kind of right. On its own, deflecting everything is very boring. Like, it gets old so fast, but deflect step, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of creativity possible. I'm like, this is the good stuff. But as per your question, Gal chat, I got no fucking clue what that other person's perspective is. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't even know what the point of it is. Making the game easy by staying in ninja style is the same as making the game easy by making a mage build in Nioh 2. Even if that's true, what's the fucking point of it? I don't like what I don't know what that point is. If there is a point to it, like I would like to know from that individual. Some weapons make you approach all enemies the same way, so you're not really learning anything. Wizard, I think that's just a you problem. I don't have that issue with the Odachi. You know what? Just for that, Wizard, I am going to play the Odachi. I'm gonna play the Odachi, alright? You've successfully rage baited me into playing the Odachi. If that was your goal, you fucking accomplished it. Oh, whatever. I don't even like the Odachi, bro. What? I'm definitely playing it now. Yeah. Yeah, who knows, Wizard? I don't know if that guy's English is... And I don't know. People arguing on the internet over video games. I'm like, bruh, I think y'all need to relax. Priorities, please. Okay, so yesterday, or what was it yesterday? Last time I played Spear Cestices. I haven't played Sword in a while. I don't want to play Axe. Yeah, I'll play some Sword. Okay. You guys want to... Let's see. Oh. Okay, also, how do you know which to combo with? Just try to get a feel for the combo. So, there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to what moves I use and why. For the most part, though, I generally have... I do have certain things flowcharted in my head. Hold on just a second. I kind of have, so when it comes to knowing what to combo with and why, I generally have things in 3 categories. So one is, hey, I want to do key damage, one is I want to do damage, and one is utility, as in like I move around, usually. And some abilities are kind of a mix. Some will do good key damage with motion, some will do good damage and key damage, some will have good damage with motion. So it just depends. And there's a lot of like, so it's a lot of categorical things. And I was saying utility as opposed to just motion. Because utility could be like, oh, I want to do a counterattack. Oh, I want to parry. But, so it's like damage, key damage, utility. So, when I think about it in those 3 categories, I can start putting a bunch of the martial arts into them. So that helps. And then when I'm facing an opponent, for the most part, I'm trying to determine, what do I want to do right now? Am I going for big damage, or I'm trying to shut them down? Like, what do I need to do in this situation? Oh, an enemy is attacking me. Well, chances are I'm not going to go do some really long animation attack when they're doing some crazy attack. So if I want to do a certain combo, then what I need to do is I probably need to use a defensive maneuver. You know, stuff like that. Or hey, a guy's jumping at me. What are my choices here? Well, given all the martial arts and how they work, I know what I can do is I gotta move out of the way. Here's what I need to do to avoid that attack. So with, say, the sword, for example, I'm like, oh, this person is wanting to move away from me, or they're moving close to me and I want to just move. You know what I could do? I could use moves like Tiger Sprint. Just sprint and do an attack. So knowing that helps a bunch. And so this is where it takes a lot of time to understand what to do in the right frame, like the right time frame. It takes a lot of practice. It is not something that I can teach somebody overnight. Yep. It is a whole can of worms. So it gets very complicated, but I've got enough experience and obviously a lot of practice to be comfortable with doing that. But it helps to be able to sort things into 3 categories: damage, key damage, and utility. And understanding how each ability does that can help you sort it out. And I've been playing the series for a while, so like I'm pretty comfortable with a lot of these moves. But for moves that I'm not comfortable with, you can see that I try to prioritize understanding what function they serve, what I can use them with, and it's a big discovery process. Ninja style in general has been a big discovery process. I've had to learn how to use a lot of these abilities to make it feel good. I know with ninja style, for example, some people are, I think, they kind of focus a lot on ninjutsu, as opposed to some of the more melee aspects of gameplay. But I'm focused on everything. That's why I got the 500 hours. Usually just unga bunga all skills to deal damage as much as possible. And that's fair. But knowing which ones do, it helps to know which ones do the most damage. So with Odachi, for example, let's go with Odachi since you're working with that. If you know Soaring Foul does a great amount of damage, I'll just let you know, Soaring Foul does a ridiculous amount of damage. It's like crazy. Moonlit Snow still does a lot of damage. I'm actually kind of surprised how powerful Soaring Foul is, but Moonlit Snow Charge, very powerful. Incredibly powerful. It's not like batshit OP, but it's great. Undaunted into Skyward Serpent. This is very good defensively, incredible utility. You can block so much key damage, and all of this can be done during Arts Proficiency. So I'll know, hey, I don't want to use this move because it doesn't really do damage, but there are some moments where it can prevent a lot of damage for me. During Arts Proficiency, that's great. Or if I'm fighting against a human enemy, Ground Sweeper is ridiculous. Odachi is very anti-human. I think it's like the most anti-human weapon in the game. You got Ground Sweeper, you've got Tail Strike, like everything this weapon does can shred any enemy that blocks. It like does not matter. Charging Bull is ridiculous. Twin Moons is ridiculous. Like just anti-human weapon as it gets. So if you're aware of of the weapon identity and what its strengths are really, then you can play to those strengths. So it's unga-bungaing certain skills makes a big difference. Arts proficiency rewards you for chaining multiple martial arts. If you can chain, I think it's... So there's that. But yeah, it's... There's a lot to go with it. Alright, average Nioh enjoyer, good to see ya. Now that you're using Sword and Adachi, maybe you'd like to try the Frost Moon thing? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're saying after a Frost Moon, just guard and then try to do a martial art from there, right? I can try that. But yeah, Nguyen, it takes a lot of work. Hey, Pralinor. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of work. It's not something I can, like, show you easily. I can make guides, but even just watching the entire guide isn't just going to be a replacement for practice anyway. Alright, what am I going to try today? I want Kusarigama, so I'm going to do that. Hello, FBI Indian streamer? Bro, I'm from America. I'm from good old America. Ah. When the Frostman animation is close to finishing, you block to use guard input, martial arts, or deflect. Okay. Alright, what else do I want besides Kusarigama? Lots of things you need to try it for yourself to remember that feeling. Yeah, it's a lot. And Wizard, as for me making the guides ASAP, oh my gosh, bro. Wizard, you should just pay me at this point. Yeah, a guide and tutorial can only help you so much. It's like going to school. You can go to lectures and go to college and take the lectures and whatnot, and that'll help, but you gotta actually do the homework. Study for the exam. Experience is one of the best teachers. Get that experience. I already did these two. Sarigama Talons. Sarigama Hatchets. I'll try doing Ninja Swords again. It's the most noticeable for mid-stance Frostmoon for Odachi. Okay. Great, I definitely want to see it for myself. Especially while AP is active? Great. Oniryu, no, you're hurting my heart. I wonder how many hours you spend on skill setup. Has to be like, I don't know, 5 at least. Oh. That's probably a significant amount of time. Doesn't cancel the animation of the frost moon itself. It's a bit different. Oh, I'd certainly hope so. My guess is what it does is it just truncates some recovery frames. Oh, I see. It's... Yep, it makes a difference. I see it. Yep, I see it. So if it's a subtle but no, it's a small difference, but it is noticeable for me. So here's, yeah, great for ground clear. I can see that. So okay, here's what happens if you do Frost Moon Odachi, and then if or Frost Moon mid stance, but during the animation I hold guard. That's as soon as my character will guard. So it's a noticeable delay. That is if I'm holding guard. But instead, if I do the Frost Moon and then try to press guard, then it'll actually truncate some stuff. My character will prepare for a deflect or a bolting bore or whatever. And you don't want to press it too soon. Basically, I think for our brains, the idea would be try to press guard as, like, right as you think, oh, Frost Moon is over. Don't wait until it's over. Be like, oh, slice is done? Like, so the whole animation of Frost Moon is there's a slice and then there's a bit of a backswing, right? For recovery. Do it as soon as the slice is done. So that can be handy. Same thing with Axis Frost Moon. Ooh, nice. I've got to test this out for a lot of things. But I think that's just for mid stance, right? It works. Oh, that is noticeable. Oh man, that's great. I see. It works for sword low stance as well. Yeah, okay. What about mid stance? Try it with AP to see if you notice any difference. Yeah, let me try it. I don't really notice it with sword high stance or mid stance. It's probably there, but it's probably not. It's not like super different to me. Okay, it works with sword as well. Yeah, you discussed that for Switchglaive as well. So I guess this could be something I experiment with. That's pretty cool. Only low stance is a bit noticeable for sword. Okay, so you tried it with mid and high. I'm curious about high stance. How can you do that? How can I do what, Wandell Wilson? Try low stance, Frost Moon, and Heaven Flash? Sure. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? Okay, cool. I was able to do the Omni Slice thing, but the question is why. Bars, I'm not doing any crouch cancel. No. There is no, I do not do crouch cancel. I have no consumables. Can't do crouch cancel without the more the merrier. Or actually repeated crouch cancel. Let's see, I've never done crouch cancel. Yeah, I don't even know how to do it. If you're fast enough, you can use Omni Slice while you're in the middle of the chain. Yeah, I want to be able to use it. I'm just trying to figure out how. RSP efficiency can be maintained indefinitely. No cheating or anything, or hacking or whatever. Try spamming the insta input after high stance frost moon. Okay. Yeah, let me try it. Oh, thank you, Nioh Enjoyer. Oh, if I can replicate that, bro, this is gonna be so good. You're a legend. Oh, come on. You can also do it after flowing shadow. Oh, wait, what? You know I gotta learn this now, right? Oh, so it's the key pulse that's the problem? Really? So, okay. So it has to be like a transition. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. 'Cause I definitely want to be able to use that. Oh, rude. It works for every frostman attack, mind you. Oh, perfect. Present. Let's see, now I just gotta use it. Oh, it's too slow. Okay, I felt that there. want to hear your critical review on Nioh 3 too. Where's the DLC? That's pretty much it. That's the biggest thing. I just want my DLC. It works for every Frost Moon, which is great. It's free if you use it like that. The visuals of these attacks are so cool. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Reminds me of water breathing from Demon Slayer. Oh yeah! It's kind of cool. Close enough. Whoa. Okay. In terms of a critical review, like how in depth do you want me to go? I'm overall happy with Nioh 3. There's a few things I'd like to be addressed here and there. I've already told Team Ninja about it through their community manager. I've already given some feedback. Let's see what they do. I hope the DLC will rectify a lot of things. Thanks, Nioh Enjoyer, for the Nioh tip. That's really cool. I now want to try it out in combat. The Omni Slice, the Frost Moon stuff, like that's really cool. Please give feedback for performance. I think I haven't because I play on the PS5, but you guys can. The community manager for Team Ninja looks at things like Reddit. So Reddit has a mega thread in which they take the feedback for the month and then give it over to Team Ninja's community manager. He has his own Discord. I think Koei has a bunch of things. So you guys can give the feedback too. It's not just me. I don't have like some secret channel to give them feedback. One thing I learned a while ago is that even though the Frostmoon attacks don't consume ki, they will stop your ki from recovering, so it's not always optimal even for comboing zero ki enemies. Fair? I've done knock damages before. I have one on Twitter. I've done no damages. I don't usually chase the no damage anyway. I usually go for just style stuff. If you would rate Nioh games, what would be your tier list? Nioh 3, then Nioh 2, then Nioh 1. I like Nioh 3 the most. Oops. Rezonmon, I'll answer when I can. Am I the Indian tech support guy? What? No. What? No, not at all. Where is this coming from? was I trying to do? I don't even know. I just jumped. What was I trying to do? Surround foul. Damn it, I was trying really crazy shit. Can you believe it? I was trying to footstool jump to break its horn while he was jumping. That's where I'm headed. Shut up. Not wait patiently. What makes Nioh 3 in my eyes the best? The options that gameplay options I have are unparalleled for me compared to Nioh 2 or Nioh 1. Nioh 2 was cool in certain respects, but I find that weapon play in Nioh 3 is just amazing. 4 weapons is and across 2 styles is, and with an extra dimension of play, literally the 3rd dimension to jump has, and it's just so much for me to learn. It's so cool. I remember you talking like one in one of your tech support streams. Ah, yes, of course. The Indian scammers. Yeah. So the gameplay plus I actually do like the open field stuff. So that's been kind of fun. God damn it. Not reading the key, yeah. When I see you were talking like one, I meant it as an invitation, just for fun. Fair. Yeah, I mean, you guys, it's fine. I am sensitive, just to be clear, a little bit to like trolls, so just bear that in mind. But just go ahead, you can clarify where you're coming from. I believe you, Nioh Enjoyer. All right. I remember you were saying, like, I'm definitely not trying to scam you. I've made fun of the Indian scammers, too. It's fun I enjoy totally just memeing the crap out of them, because they're despicable. Of course, the tech support thing is just a meme, too. God. Oh really? I thought that would have worked. Yeah, tenacity saved my hide. There's too much in experimentation mode. I'm like, ooh, what if I try this? What if I try that? What if I try this? What if I try that? It's too hard to resist, man. You tried the Ugandan Knuckles meme? Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, Nioh and Jor, thank you for letting me know about the Omnislice stuff. That's really fun now. I'm like, ooh, I can see it going really well for a lot of things. Side attacks faster after backwards or forward key pulse dodge? Really? So just a key pulse dodge? Ooh. Damn it. You can't really do it fast with a sideway dodge. Fair. Oh my god. Alright, come on. Damn. good for dodging stuff as well. I can dodge Yokai Shingen's grab with slide attacks. Very nice. That's really cool. I gotta test that stuff out. Damn it. Oh, its proficiency can still be maintained too, even after dodging like that? Yeah, because the side attack counts as that technique, doesn't it? Or a strong attack or whatever. I'm playing so greedy. What I meant is that even after dodging and then transitioning to slide, the AP still continues. Transition to slide with dodging is just that fast. That's your point. Oh, okay. Yes, I have Nioh and Joy. There is a significant difference. I'll talk about it when I come. Oof. I think I'm just playing sloppy today. Yes, there is a significant difference between the two. Let me highlight those real quick. So, Floating Vine, what it's good at, okay, so you have Flying Top and Floating Vine, and they pull you to your target, but they pull you in different ways. Floating Vine allows you to get behind enemies. The trade-off is, or sorry, not Floating Vine, Flying Top. Flying Top, so it's a little slower, but allows you to get behind an enemy. Like, go through them as well. So the difference, and Floating Vine will get you close to them. It'll also pull you to them, but you're not going to necessarily go through an enemy. You'll go quickly to an enemy, just not through them. So you can usually avoid an attack and then just like quickly hook to an enemy, which can be very handy. So if you want speed and evasion type stuff, Floating Vine is for you. Flying Top is a bit more tactical. It's a little slower, but you go through enemies. So I'll try to showcase the difference against Take though. Alright, Flying Top. Go right through him. So I don't go through bodies. I just go close. It's just movements. But Flying top will move me through. Hope that makes sense, Nioh Enjoyer. This is a gauntlet. Sword might be your new favorite weapon? Nice. Ooh, bro, I'm whiffing a lot. Side step doesn't really work well as a dodge. I usually don't use it for that case. It's just like, oh, I need to get to an enemy in a speedy way. But I haven't tried it as a dodge too much. Really? So I got my really lax mid-air play compared to some other weapons like duels and tonfa. I can understand your reasoning there. Let me beat this mission and then I'll talk more shop with you and you'll enjoy about what I want from this game.
座は私のものだ。 本当にあの形だ。
Oh shit, am I dead? Yeah,
優れているのだ。
alright, I think I'm gonna get out of this mission. I am playing more aggressively, which I'm noticing. I'm like, I got a little downtime, but I don't want to redo 4 fights again. Oh. Oh. Hey, what's up, Solitas? Good thing you just joined because I finished a lot of spoiler things. Well, a mission that involves some spoilers. So to your point, average new enjoyer, when it comes to the weapons and ninja style, I certainly think there could have been a bit more variety in that department. So I think Ninja Sword is overall in a good position for that. Dual Swords I think is in a good position, at least with the variety in its mid-air martial arts. Kusarigama, I mean, Pollard's alright, but... and Flying Top is cool, but Floating Vine versus Flying Top, it's like, wait, what's the difference between these two? It's not really that clear. And the difference isn't the biggest. There's some moments I like Floating Vine over Flying Top. But it really just depends. If I'm gonna go for setups, I'll go for Flying Top. If I just need a quick pull, then I'll do Floating Vine. I haven't really taken advantage of the dodging in midair yet. That could be handy. I'm just not that good at it. I'm sure there's a way to pull it off though. With Tonfa does have variety. You got move forward, move back. That's significant. Flying Chariot is okay. So like it works. I think it works well. Hatchets I think does have very cool play, but I do wish it had one more thing. A unique thing. Split Staff I also think it could have one more too. I think Talons is alright, but just having... It's nice when all the mid-air moves or just moves in general feel unique in some capacity. And so I understand your sentiment that it's like, hey, these are practically identical. I just got done with Nori Botoke a couple minutes ago. What are you practicing today? Oh, I'm just nothing particular, just learning weapon stuff. Now that you say Nori Botoke, let's go. I'm gonna go fight Nori Botoke. Now I want to. So yeah, you're now in Bakumatsu. Nori Botoke. You still got There's a lot left in Bakumatsu. Very unusual boss, yeah. I had to go for the greed. I'm officially crazy today. I think, what am I practicing? Greed. Oh, Itamati's going for a grab. Let me see if I can midair dive bomb him to break his chest to interrupt the grab. That's where I'm at today. Oh my god. What? I missed all those? Yes, Itamati's the first enemy on New Game Plus. If you don't want the New Game Plus spoilers, I guess stay away, but yeah. I realized he had a couple of weak spots, but it's hard to hit. Yes. He's very challenging in that respect. You don't mind enemy position spoilers as much? Okay. It's just if you haven't seen an enemy. Got it. No, you won't be spoiled by the new enemies, just the positions. I won't cover the new enemies. So this is, I know this is as far as I go. But it still gives me a lot. Have you tried anything with Crucible weapons? I tried the Life Drain Martial Arts one for 6%, but I think it is, as it's saying, percentage based, and I think I need a flat amount. So 6% of terrible damage is terrible recovery. It's like, oh, I'm getting like 3 life back, or 6 life back, or 10 life back. I'm like, I could just do a strong attack and I get it all, and I get so much more. Whoa, it's a mod, it followed me, what the hell? I think like I need a nap. Oh! Oops. Watch out for the grabs. I avoided the grab. I didn't avoid anything else though. Man, I'm tired. Very tired today. That grab is, I think, my arch nemesis. Just that grab. Brain not cooperating. I think I just need some sleep. Oh yeah, this reminds me, they changed how Mind's Eye works. I think so. I don't think it gives as much damage, but in terms of the timing, I'm not really certain. They did change timings for quite a few things, though. Wait, I don't have Undaunted on? It'll work, right? Dude, it's... I didn't realize I didn't have Undaunted on. Thought I did. I was specifically trying to block some attacks with it. Dude, I can't fucking see. Get out. Being in a corner is rough. How do you even see its attacks with all the black mixing together? A good question. At first I didn't, so what I focused on is when is he gonna hit. He has a lot of distractions, so I have to figure out something. He hit me. Damn. Didn't expect didn't expect him to. Yeah, I certainly think he's one of the more unique bosses. For sure. So when it came to this boss being able to understand what the hell was going on, I recognized that me trying to like look out for stuff while he's attacking me and doing all sorts of confusing shit was just a losing battle. But what I started to realize is that his attacks, all things considered, follow a pretty set pattern. In the Dark Realm, that is. A couple of mix-ups here and there, but trying to see what's happening is more difficult than just recognizing, oh, I get hit at such and such intervals. And so when I started working with that, I started to recognize a pattern. And so rather than me trying to understand what's happening so I can protect myself, it was, oh, I here's the moments he's gonna hit, and he's just flailing his arms just because of distraction. So don't pay attention too much to these irrelevant details. Currently playing through Nioh 2 and Bolting Boar has way more generous timing in Nioh 3. Probably does. A lot of the parries, I think, have more generous timing in general. Right, yeah. Pattern recognition. Do I have a combo in this game? Not exactly. I am making it up on the fly. I'm thinking about, hey, I want to try this, or I want to do this, or I want to do damage here, I want to do key damage here. So I am making it up as I go along. Like, I'm not going to do Sword of Meditation as a starter, for the most part, but there might be some situations where I will. It just depends on a lot of factors. It's not just like one telltale thing that I always do. Okay, so can't go any further than this. Oh, what do I want to do here? Which stance do I like more? I like them both equally. Use sort of meditation in the beginning to assert dominance? Yes, exactly. I could do that. Now, which of these could I do? Can't do that one. I can do this one. Sort of. Within time everlasting I could do. I don't really want to do that though. Demonic duels I could do. I don't really want to do that though. That one? I'm not sure. Ryomen? I haven't fought Ryomen in a while. Yeah, but I'll destroy his face. Dude, I need some DLC. My gameplay has never been this stylish. Takes a lot of practice, hence the time. Alright, see you later, Solitas. Thanks for hanging out. This is like my practice mission now. I remember how tough this used to be. I'm tired, man. Damn it, I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to do a guard. I'm trying to do flying top. You know the pain of the Kusa plunging attack instead of the move I wanted all too well. Yeah. It's just trying to do flying top. Damn it, the first tick of that got me. Oh. Oh. Okay.
け千代なのだ。私ではダメなのか。ていやったてい
God damn it, it doesn't work. I thought that would move. I was wrong. What? What? No! I was trying to do a Guardian Spirit skill. It did freaking Sudden Strike. Oh my god. The one time! I'm doing too many things too quickly for the game. Yeah, it's too much bulk for Flowing Shadow, unfortunately. Flowing Shadow is very good on thinner targets. surprised. Demon of Energy was able to get that off.
どうして竹千代なのだ。私
I think I just need rest. God damn it. I have no one to blame but myself here. I was like, let me see if I can pull this off before I pop Living Artifact for safety. I know, I was putting myself in a rough spot there. Yeah, the Sword of Meditation damage was high. I just wanted to take out Demon of Pride quickly.
譲らぬというか。どうして竹千代なのだ。私ではダメなのか。
That was better. Sound like merciless GG, thank you. Oh, that's the goal. Merciless for every enemy. Got a little bit of time left, but man, I need my rest. Ugh. Oof. Soul Core's enhancement limit has changed? Wait, which one? I got a 166? Say what? Nioh 3 will never be loved. It's just a watered down version of Nioh 2. Anyone who likes Nioh 3 lacks skill in the previous games. Yeah, definitely, Ember. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Yeah, I got a level 166 Demon of Pride? Serious? That's a first. Really? Okay. I did not know that. Wait, what do you mean I can't enhance it further? What the fuck are you talking about, game? What the hell? What are you, game? What are you talking about? Give me my level 166 Demon of Pride. Why it's level 166? I got no clue. What am I gonna do with it? Absolutely nothing, but it's a cool thought. Okay, I guess. 15k hours in Nioh 2 here. I got bored of 3 after 20. Shaking my head, yeah. Yeah, I got some key recovery speed. Cool. Oh, that was interesting. I didn't realize I got that. 160 plus 15? Wow, look at that damage. Too bad it's trash for me. I don't need no 160 plus 15. Got another semi-or flute, let's go. Yeah, people don't want to give it a chance. I'm not really gonna force them to. It's up to them. I'm like, okay, you don't like it, don't play it. It's cool. Fine by me. It doesn't really bother me if nobody likes it. Only concern is whether Pikachu will produce stuff. I'm sure, but that's independent of... They have their own ways of determining whether something's worth changing or not. Yeah, the Soul Core levels aren't that impactful. I think it just changes attack and defense, which is alright. But for the most part, the more important thing is the rarity. One thing I will say about gamers is that I think they might need to put some things in a little bit of a healthier perspective. Like the whole like arguing over video game stuff in that capacity is just, I gotta be honest, kind of pathetic. Oh. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna spend a little bit more time and then I'm gonna call it. What do I want to do? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna stop playing. I'll just chat with people. I really don't understand the Nioh 3 hate. Like, yeah, the game is, I guess, easier. I would just say it's reasonable in terms of difficulty. Honestly, just people... in my experience, I think just sometimes people get... I think people's reasoning can be a bit flawed from time to time. Straight up. So, when it comes to Nioh 3 hate, I've heard so many arguments. But at the core of it, it's what I've kind of noticed is just not being open-minded. Like, that's really about it. So when people say, oh, the game's easy, you'll say, like, yeah, but it's reasonable in terms of difficulty. But then some people will just latch on to, oh, it's easier. And it's just very, like, knee-jerk reaction. Oh my gosh, I can do the first region so easily. Nioh 2 wasn't anything like this. Oh my gosh, they ruined soul cores. They ruined everything. Oh my gosh. It's like complain. And after a certain point, it's just like, bro, it just seems like all you want to do is complain. Not, like, actually appreciate Nioh 3 for what it is. Not give it a fair shot. And, like... it's not something you can't be reasoned with. If someone is just gonna stick to Nioh, like, think about it. If someone is perspective is fixed on Nioh 2 is perfect in every way, if that's their assumption, if they're holding on to that view, then anything that goes against that idea of perfection is going to be a downgrade. It's basically saying Nioh 2 is the peak, Nioh 3 cannot be the peak, unless it does what Nioh 2 is, but better. In other words, an expansion pack. Right, and as Autumn is saying, everything bad devs didn't want it to do mentality. I don't think people dislike... I think as a whole, so just to be very clear, I think what Amber and I are talking about is not representative of the entire population. Nioh 3 sold well. DLCs are coming out. I mean, it sold 1 million copies. Good for them. They're obviously happy about it. What it means in terms of sales reports, I don't know. But at least the social media activity, there is people who are loud, people who can be very strongly opinionated and profusely negative, have that perspective. It's like the negative internet perspective. I don't really pay much attention to that because by and large, complaining about shit does not bring me an ounce of happiness. I'm not happy when I complain. If I'm upset about something, if I'm gonna complain about something, I want something to change. But I don't want to, like, drown myself in constant complaint after complaint after complaint. Like, negative, like, just get really, like, almost triggered. In a sense. Just, like, knee-jerk react. Like, whatever. The fucking video game. Like, I don't, like... There's more important shit to worry about. So, I ignore it. But I think if you go on, like, Reddit or social media or Twitter or just any, like, bandwagon or Steam forums, there's so many complaints that just kind of go overkill. There are some definitely legitimate complaints about this game. Like, I've heard performance is a problem. Like, I'm like, yeah, performance should be good. It should be stable, 60 FPS, like, at the very least. Right, and there are certain quality of life things that can be inserted that aren't there. There's some criticism, there's feedback I have about the game. But I'm not saying, like, I'm not thinking, oh my gosh, Nioh 3 is such trash. Like, I wouldn't say that. So it is kind of, as Rev is saying, sort of the gamer mentality. Like, the toxic, let me clarify, the toxic gamer mentality. We're talking about the reasons people can be toxic and dismiss Nioh 3 entirely. I'm there with you, LaShawn. I really enjoyed Nioh 3. I liked the changes. I gave it an open shot. I didn't understand lots of things, but I was like, hey, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So let me just try to understand things first before I make conclusions, before I, like, for that. And just being open-minded about things and choosing to like try to understand things, not give up on trying to understand things, has yielded so much fun. I liked the open field a lot. It was a nice change. It was a more enjoyable experience. So I'm like, yeah, sure, can things be improved in Nioh 3? Hell yeah, but I like it. Nioh 3 isn't even finished yet, and people are straight up cooking the hell out of this game. What do you mean by cooking? Like shitting all over it? Or are you talking about... Are you talking about, like, making it look cool? What do you mean? I'm guessing you're talking about people... disparaging Nioh 3 before the DLC is out. Autumn Red, one of the most okay, I'm glad you okay. One of the most common posts in Reddit for Rise of the Ronin is, "I'm so happy I didn't listen to reviews. This game is so much fun." Yeah. Ronin was a lot of fun. My biggest criticism is that it didn't have more content. Like, I was just like, oh man, I wish there was DLC for Ronin. I wish there was more. I really enjoyed, like, the base game. Sure, there's some things I may not like, but, like, fundamentally, this was a very enjoyable experience, and I would want to continue. Like, if they released more, I would happily play more. Rise of the Ronin is so fun. So, I anticipate, like, Nioh 3, I'm having a blast. I'm running dry now in terms of content to, like, keep playing. But there's still some things I could work on, whether it is understanding weapons, understanding certain bosses. Like, I don't have a full grasp of every boss, or a reasonable enough grasp where I feel like I can go into the super style zone, the super cool zone. Weapon-wise, for example, I know I could improve with Switchblade for sure. Odachi can kind of get a little boring for me. And then a little, like, I think these three are like my weaker weapons. I'm pretty comfortable with these. Definitely Sword and Cestus are my comfort zone. Axe I'm pretty comfortable with, but it kind of gets dry because enemies can't handle the pressure I can put out with it. With Ninja Style, Hatchets I'm comfortable with. Ninja Sword I'm now comfortable with. And like I can go on, but like it's fun. It's fun for me. There's certain yokai enemies I still struggle with. So there's a lot of improvement there, but I haven't been the most motivated to practice, but it's still cool. I've spent, like, for me, the fact that I've spent 500 hours in this game and played it consistently over many months, and, like, now I'm running dry, like, and considering I've played Nioh 1 and Nioh 2, I'm like, frankly, kind of impressed. To have a sequel feel this rich, for me, is awesome, and I love that. And this is without the DLCs. I can't wait for the DLCs. I want those DLCs. I want to get like an update about like, hey, actually, the DLC is not coming out in September. It's coming out at the end of July. Shadow Drop. I'm like, yes, this is awesome. Let's go. It's so hype. I anticipate so many cool changes. So I'm looking for more positives, and when I run out of positives, I'll still try to look. But if I like really run out, I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Time to move on. I'm not gonna go on internet forums and just like trash over everything to do with Nioh 3 or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. Which is why I share the perspective that Autumn has about the game is so much fun. I think they're just shitting on the game without really even trying to understand it. Exactly. Like for me, I understand a lot of it and I'm like, bro, this potential is crazy. Like, I'm learning, like, little details which just change, like, the entire facet of the game. Mid-air play with Ninja Style is a blast. Samurai Style Deflect Step is great. And it's, like, I've started now incorporating Deflect Step with, like, dodges as well. And, like, trying to get more positioning involved. And, like, it's pretty cool. So, I think at some point I'll use Expansive Deflect. And it's just gonna be so hype. But it can get pretty awesome. So So Brand, in my opinion, these negative people are trying to get something. Yeah, probably something else, but their methods are very ineffective. Yep. Facts, when Nioh 1 was finished, I cried tears when I finished the final tower. Dog, the fight was rough, but such a great learning experience. Yeah! I'm here to have fun and to learn and do cool shit. That's what I'm all about. So Amber, Nioh 3 isn't your favorite game, but I definitely played it enough to have a decent enough perspective on it. Yeah, it's fine to say, hey, Nioh 3 isn't your favorite. It's understandable. You might not like. There's a difference between not liking a game and then getting upset that other people like the game. And getting triggered by, oh my gosh, someone else likes the game that I don't like. I'm upset. I'm like, bruh, it's a video game. People have preferences. It's okay. Like, I don't get upset that people don't like Nioh 3 as much as Nioh 2. I'm like, alright, cool. That's not your game. That's fine. It's not my mission to force people to like Nioh 3. I'm like, it is what it is. It's fine. For me, it's important to try things out too. It's like the people who finished Nioh 1 or 2 just spamming one skill. I think they might have finished the game, but still they don't have the perspective. Probably. When I say cooking, I mean insulting the hell out of it. Got it. Basically saying people are putting out bullshit opinions on the game. Yeah, that's the internet. Can I explain what the Stone of Penance is and what it does? Yeah, I can do that real quick. Alright, Stone of Penance, basically you give an accessory and you get a Stone of Penance back. Now, what happens is enemies basically scale higher. And so they can do more damage, they have more life, they have more ki. They're just stronger in that respect, so they're scaled up. And at this time with Nioh 3, it goes up from +0 to +5. And there is a significant difference in enemy scaling. Now, you having a higher stone can help you get rare loot, but really for most people it's a matter of being able to go crazy with their builds and still feel like they have a challenge. That's like the main thing. Because if you're one-shotting enemies, it's like, bro, like, I don't know, it kind of gets old. I wanna have a challenging enough experience with my crazy build. So players can min-max their builds freely, and Stone of Penance will still provide them a reasonably challenging experience. That's what it's for. There's a bunch of parts to it where you can keep upgrading the Stone of Penance difficulty to get higher loot and stuff like that. I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's just scaling. So, but there's that whole thing. Yeah, I can't wait for the DLC, LaShawn. Like, the DLC will. I'm really hoping it's as good as I want it to be. Most of the people who hate Nioh 3, a lot of them are just parroting what they've learned. They don't actually know what they're talking about. Yeah. There's a few people who dislike Nioh 3, but they're very level-headed about it. We're referring to those who are on the internet like fucking obsessed. It's one thing to not like the game. It's one thing to go crazy on the internet about it. So before I continue that topic, let me address Dark Sky's statement. So if you don't play with Stone of Penance, does that mean the enemies won't get stronger? No, not necessarily the case. The game can scale up enemies naturally with the system called level sync. So I'll just show you what that is real quick. Let's see, probably in the system. I guess not. So level sync just scales everything normally to you, so it's not like you're too overpowered in certain levels. It'll scale your character down if needed. So that can be nice. But Stone of Penance is like, hey, even though I've been scaled appropriately for this mission, my build can still melt things anyway. And so the Stone of Penance just greatly enhances the enemies. It's a very significant change. And it's more suited for those who have powerful builds. It's really about it. One thing I miss from Nioh 1 is how they made the Sekigahara mission feel. The combat with NPCs fighting each other, the warfare, for some reason doesn't feel the same in Nioh 2. Yeah, each of the Nioh games has its own unique things. Nioh 1 was pretty heavy about samurai. Nioh 2 is much more about yokai, for example. Well, Autumn, that's because you're being level-headed. Come on. It's just odd in general. Some people act like 3 is a great betrayal of what 2 stood for. Yeah, I don't think they're evaluating things in the healthiest light. I don't think it has anything to do with game quality as much as it has to do with something unhealthy in their heads. Because think about it. Getting so... Like, it's one thing to be like, oh man, I don't like the sequel. Just to like be like, yeah, I don't like the sequel. Or it's not really doing it for me. And then just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna play something else. And then go play something else. Not make a big scene about it, not rage on Twitter about it, but just like move on. Oh, okay, game's not what I like, alright. Maybe put like, maybe like, hey, I didn't enjoy this game, here's a review. Right, and here's a negative review of the game, I didn't like it. Yeah, that's another way to go about it. I didn't like this game, here's why. It's another thing to go full on fucking obsessed on internet forums. And like spew such hate. It's like, bro, okay, I think you need to get away from the keyboard. Like, it's extreme. And like, the commentary that some people have, like, can just be so extreme. If you want to lose your sanity, just go on Steam forums, go on Twitter. I occasionally check out Twitter, and there isn't much for, like, Nioh, but just, like, sometimes I randomly look at the homepage because I'm a little bored, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? This is so unhealthy. Right, it's the same thing that happened with Ninja Gaiden as well. Rather than, like, it's just negativity. It's not even a healthy way of addressing, like, frustrations, and that's like the big problem. Like, I wouldn't be surprised with a lot of these gamers that they're just not healthy individuals in general. They're not that mature. There's like one guy in my Discord, for example, who's very mature about how he dislikes things in Nioh 3. So it's like, I like learn a lot from him. I'm like, okay, why do you dislike Deflect? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I see their point. Let me see what I can do to make it more fun. Oh, I found a way to make it more fun. And my like focus is, how can I have more fun? That's it. That's it. How can I have more fun? Let me figure out cool things I can do to have fun. It's simple. And like, I vibe with what LaShawn is talking about. It's like, hey, as a fan, like, I don't really care on some level. They're all fun. I got fun in all of them, dude. Like, alright, I guess. Y'all on the internet do your own thing, but... like... I guess I'm just gonna enjoy my time. People who are hating on the game still care enough to stay around or keep playing or keep up with the news. I think you have to take their opinions more seriously. I don't have to. I mean, it's up to Team Ninja. Team Ninja can decide what opinions they consider valid. They do what they want. I don't have to take people seriously at all. I can understand your sentiment in saying that yeah, maybe there's some validity to what they're saying. And I'll scratch the surface. But man, someone who's just spewing out like fucking hate, it just gets... It can be harder to take it can be harder to like take them seriously just because of the way they present it. If someone's gonna like not assault me, but if someone's just gonna go crazy on me over my different opinion, then I'm like, I don't even want to engage with you. It's fine to have strong opinions. It's fine to have strong negative opinions. That isn't the issue. It's never an issue for me. I'm like, it's just that is just having an opinion. So, having an opinion is fine. Having a very strong opinion is fine. It's how they express it which makes all the difference. Someone who quit a week after release could have valid opinions. But at the same time, someone who's put in all their time might not have a valid opinion. There's a correlation, of course, with someone who spent a lot of time with it, but is the time quality time? I don't know. So, I don't think it's as black or white as that either. But someone who just like wants to hate on Nioh 3, I'm like, okay, if your objective is just to trash Nioh 3, then this is not a conversation that I could have with you, because it can't be a discussion. Like, it can't be a mature discussion that way. Like, there was a viewer of mine who was asking me to convince him to like Nioh 3 more than Nioh 2. Because I thoroughly enjoy Nioh 3 compared to Nioh 2. Very much so. But every time I said, here's why I like it, complaint. Okay, well, to that complaint, here's why I like it. Complaints. And it's just like, alright, bro, you just want to complain? I'm like, alright, like, if you just want to complain, if you're just gonna keep complaining, then, like, I don't know, like, all the reasons you have are not things I vibe with at all. So, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I can't convince you if you're gonna dismiss everything that I have with a complaint. Like, alright, I'm not gonna try to, like, prove why you should like it. You don't like it, you don't like it. I'm telling you my perspective on it. If it's not vibing with you, so be it. I'm like, alright. Some of the haters are doing much more than saying they don't hate the game. They hate other people who like the game. Yeah. Or they, like, get triggered by my perspective. And then they're, like, angry. I'm like, alright, this is just unhealthy. I mean, when I was playing Nioh 3, it, like, I didn't recognize the psychology of people coming in. Admittedly. So, like, you know, just people come in to say some, like, knee-jerk comment. Like, Ninja Style is easy. Nioh 3 is bad. And, like, I spent so much time on that, like, trying to be reasonable with them. But it's like, bro, if you're committed to just not trying to be curious, if you're not gonna ask questions, there's no fucking point. I wish I had known that, and I know that now. If, like, I'm not gonna convince somebody, hey, you should be curious about it. I'm like, it's up to you. I'm like, up to you. I even do this with my own clients, too. Sometimes clients and people help out for free on the internet and whatnot, like, they're not actually curious. And I'm like, alright. Fine. And, like, once I realize, oh, they're not actually curious, they're not actually questions. So, there's no point in me, like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you should open your mind. I'll just be like, alright, cool, you do you. Anyway, moving on. You go ahead and deal with whatever personal issues you have. I'm not involved in this shit. I'd rather focus on the fun stuff. So, you know, when it comes... So ultimately, I guess what I've kind of resolved all this with is... Like, I'm just not gonna waste my time. Instead of trying to understand... And, like, I have a choice to make, too. Instead of really me going all in and trying to understand how to... placate certain people's concerns about certain things. If someone doesn't want to be curious, it's not my job to get them to be curious. It's not my job to prove it to them. And yeah, at some point, as Wizard, you're saying, I was just like, okay, bro, cool. Okay, that's your opinion. If you're expecting me to validate you, I ain't doing shit. I'm not obligated to validate you and placate your feelings. You get triggered by me liking a game, that's a you problem. Like, whatever. I'm not a game developer. I have no power, really, or really not significant influence, as much as people think I do. Like, I haven't heard anything from Team Ninja or Koei Tecmo ever since, like, I got the review copy back in late January. But you're the Team Ninja brand ambassador. Ah, yes. Of course. I'm like, I play a fucking video game for fun. Play a video game for fun. A very niche game for fun. You mean they're ghosting you? They're not ghosting me. I'm just not that important, all things considered. I'm just fine. I'm not like fighting cowboy, nor do I aspire to be. Bro, like, real talk. When I went to Koei Tecmo America and I met so many other content creators, I very quickly realized, based on understanding what the lives of these content creators were like, that I don't want to do it. Like, I just don't. Like, people are busy as fuck. They gotta deal with internet shit. They gotta pump out so much content. Like, stream and, like, be hooked on content creation. I mean, it's a fucking job. I remember Dom's Roundtable. I didn't meet him at KT Americas, but in the 2 weeks that before release, so he got a review copy. He has like 300,000 subscribers, alright, on YouTube. Like, fairly big channel, and he does it full time. He spent 220, I think about 200 hours. I think he said 220, but roughly 200 hours in 2 weeks. I asked him about it. I'm like, bro, like, that's so much time. He's like, yeah, I was doing like 12 to 14 or 16 hours days, playing through Nioh, like, you know, making guides. Like, I'm like, oh my god. Like, I can't. I'm like, yo, this is not what I want. I'm okay with never getting popular. I don't care about that anymore. What do I care about? I want to have fun. So no to the content creator life entirely. And also I'm gonna apply to master's programs in the fall anyway. I'm like, yeah. Right, I also had my lesson with the Ninja Gaiden 4 early copy, exactly. And I had to pump out a review in like 10 days. Dude, it was such a fucking grind. I couldn't appreciate Ninja Gaiden 4 the way I liked it at all. I'm like, yo, this kind of sucks. Like, straight up. I had this vision of being able to just play and like I remember when I was a bit younger, I had this vision of like casually, you know, playing some games that I like, having like, not making like a ton of money, but making like a reasonable amount. Like, nothing like superb. Nothing, it's just like a decent amount. Like, some money to play games that I like in a chill way. And just do what I enjoy doing. Yeah, that ain't happening. That didn't happen even when I made Twitch partner, and that certainly hasn't happened to this date. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna reprioritize what I do. So for me, all this stuff is not for money. It's just for fun. I just want to have fun. So if someone isn't gonna engage with me in a fun way, I'm like, bye. Best I could do is just raw playthroughs. I ain't got the effort to actually make content. Yeah. And consider the type of content I try to create for a video game, like dedicated. It's pretty, well, it's not like the best, the most professional stuff by any means. Pretty detailed. Like, I know you joke about, hey man, this is why you should make the Nioh 3 Academy. It takes a lot of fucking work, dude. It takes a lot of work. I also am not that motivated, and there's a lot of things I'm considering to make a good one. First, early videos are about just like basic mindsets, just how to approach playing the game. How to learn the game. And then there's just like a whole bunch of concepts I have to introduce, players may or may not be aware of. And then how to learn it, how to practice it. Like, this is actually more, all things considered, less about the game. It's going to be a lot in there about it. But there's also just how to approach the game. But surely some of the first videos are very easy to make. Not with my brain. like, I'm not the most motivated, so that's gonna make it hard. I haven't been that motivated to make these guides. I have to sort through that, but honestly, I just want to have fun. I can make a couple of guides, but I don't think I want to make like 100. There's some things I don't want to make guides for, like how to use every single fucking soul core. Like, dude, that was so much work. For like little satisfaction. I could have a whole exhaustive collection, but if I'm not happy doing it, then why bother? Hey Ricardo, I'm doing pretty good. Just kind of chilling. So, I could make the videos, but recognize it's work. There's a lot I have to put into it to make it a quality that I'd be happy with, and I just am like not that motivated. You don't have to do soul core guides since people don't even use them in 3, yeah. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just focused on like the core experience I enjoy. I do have enough, like I think I'm reasonably qualified enough to make it now, the Nioh 3 Academy, at least enough. But it's a whole separate matter for me to actually create it. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of work. And I'm not forcing myself to do it. I'll do it when I want to. Do I take weapon requests? I can before I go. Yeah, what you want to see, Ricardo? Go ahead, make a weapon request. I'm right now doing... I'm doing Sword Odachi, Kusarigama, and Dual Ninja Swords. Talons? Alright, I can do Talons before I go. I feel you, bro. I've been wanting to make a guide for this old RPG I'm playing from time to time, but the time to actually do it's not what I'm getting. Yeah. It's just not, to be totally upfront, it's not a priority for me. There's like other parts of my life that are. This isn't a job. This is me doing it for fun. I'm not gonna do stuff I don't enjoy. Right now, I'm making the Nioh 3 Academy. Just, I look at the whole process of it, I'm like, god damn, it sucks. I know, Amber. I know you're kidding. Alright, so Talons, anything else, Ricardo? If I'm motivated to do something, the amount of work required is not a deterrent. Legit, it's not a deterrent. But if it's not something I care for, then even the slightest amount of work is gonna suck. PoE 2 is the reason you're not making the academy? Maybe. Alright, this is just for Ricardo. Were I more motivated to make Nioh 2 academies because he felt it was more necessary to make those guides? I think I was more excited in part 1 because I wanted to get more people curious and open people's minds. So there was that, and I wanted people to experience the joy that I had. Right now with Nioh 3, the bigger hurdle is just, I think for me, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, my first mindset video of sorts, something about it bothers me. Like, making guides, like back then I wanted to be more of a content creator of sorts, and it was kind of like an excitement and like a sense of community with that. I don't think I have that these days. So that same sort of feeling when it comes to it. What I do like is doing things more for individual people. So, for example, like, I like to show things to other people. But I think sometimes the feedback that I can get from just the ethereal internet at large is not really that personal. It's not that meaningful. And so it's like, well, I'm making these guides for people I don't really have a connection with. Whereas what really helps me is the sense of community and having a connection with people. So even right now, like, I'm talking to you personally about it. I recognize you, Ricardo. Like, it's fun. I enjoy doing things more for specific people. I mean, this is partly why I do things. Part of the reason why I want to be a therapist as well. It's because I do enjoy things for individual people rather than just like trying to, you know, make guides for this big business type thing or whatever. So it's, I think back then it felt a bit more personal, and so there was a personal motivational factor, and I think for me it's not as personally fun anymore. Is it because the critique against Nioh 3 is much more brutal from people than it was against 2? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if that plays too much of a factor for me. It might. But I think when I consider the process of creating and editing the video, I just see so much work. It's just so much work. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't want to do work. I want to have fun, bro. Is me making guides really all that fun in that way? Obviously not. Now, if I could find a way to make the process of creating the videos fun, then I would be doing it. Now, it's just like I'm imagining, oh, painstakingly, like I think what I imagine on some level is making and curating a video, and I just imagine like grinding everything. Alright, take care, LaShawn. How big a crowd did you have? I was more involved with the community overall. But I was also in a very different headspace. Now I'm much more focused on like a lot more personal, intimate type connections with people. Like you'll see in Discord, I'm like, hey Soulpool, you might like this. Here you go. Here's a clip for you. I'm like, yeah, I thought it'd be cool for you to have more fun with. But like making a whole academic course thing is kind of a grind, bro. Top 3 to 5 changes you want in future patches or DLC? Personal coaching? It's just a lot of work, bro. I gotta prioritize certain things. I can make guides, but... Wait. Wizard, I see the same comment 3 times. The chatbot is misbehaving? Thanks. I don't know why it's copying either. Yeah, I'm streaming early today. I'm gonna get going soon. Would I say guides for 3 would be more work? Perhaps. I mean, what I'm gonna do is a lot more work, yeah. Maybe 2027, who knows? Honestly, right now I just want to play and have fun. I don't really want to make guides. What I can do is I can try to brute force just one guide and then see what I experience and what I am really interested in. Nioh 2 equals Nioh 3? Okay. Damn, fuck, rip. Alright, I need to go. God damn it, seriously. Who do I like to use for follow-ups after Opportunist 2? It depends. I might like to do a flash attack. Ricardo, I was testing that for fun. Alright, I gotta go. Also, your build is crazy. I wish my living artifact would replenish so fast. Not really doing all that much. I'll show you what I have. If you can get lots of Amrita orbs from yokai when they're out of key. That's where I get most of it. I do have a few things which help though. So I recently got Spirit Ascension. Charges a gauge when you hit an enemy with this skill. That's nice. It adds up. And then let's check my gauge charge. Oh yeah, I have Pleiades from Amrita Absorption. That helps. 10% gauge charge. Yeah, those are I think the biggest things. So you can put Pleiades on your gear. Yeah, Pleiades, Amrita gauge charge, and Amrita bonus. And then don't forget I have gain Amrita on strong attack. So, and invigorating arts. Hi, am I in a multiplayer mood? No. I'm actually in the mood to get off stream. Time to go. Alright, Ricardo, I hope that scratched your itch when it came to talons at least. Rare to hear people saying your build is crazy. My build is like so weak sauce. But it's on purpose. Usually it's the opposite. Oh, oops, I don't actually want this. Alright, well, I'm gonna dip out, guys. I gotta go. Oh shit, I've been on for longer than I wanted to be. Or longer. Alright, well, time for me to go. Thank you all so much for watching, for being here, as always. And I will see everybody later. Take care, and bye.